is June. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Hey, everybody. Happy Saturday. This is the Psychic Spectrum Radio Show on the Psychic Spectrum Radio Network. I am Skip.
And I'm Sha'ron, the Princess of Chocolate and Sparkles.
And we're here to talk about some things, answer your questions using our ability, and have some fun. Maybe you teach you something or two or three.
Wendy and Allison are the first two on today.
Well, hello.
So, as usual, hello to everybody out there. Hello to everyone in the archives. I'm coming in really loud. Is that okay, or is it just me?
You're coming in too loud?
Oh, in my ears, I am.
Oh, here.
just so you know.
Turn your microphone
and
down.
Crystal's on. Hi, Crystal. So, to all of you out there, hope you're having a great Saturday. It's a weekend, yay. And that you're going to do something, or you are doing something fun. I think I'm shortening it down to just hello everybody instead of trying to, because I can't remember everybody. We have so many people. I don't want to feel like I slighted anybody. So hello everybody. Hi Heidi. Also, today is the 10th. Can you believe that? The 10th of August already. Yeah. My goodness. Anyway, that comes down to an 8. So 8 is all about balancing spirituality and abundance. So I hope we're all trying to do that today, because it's not that you can't be abundant and have things. You just got to get them and do them in a spiritual way. So that's what we're working on today. So I hope you're all out there giving it a go and see if we can maybe add some positivity to this world. So that's where that's coming from.
And Carol joined in.
Oh, hi,
North
Carol.
Dakota.
Oh,
Heidi's
Carol must know Heidi. That must be. Oh, anyway, she said hi to Heidi, so that's cool. Anyway, so the stone is Amazonite. I was looking through what stones create peace in that, because we need to kind of calm things down, I feel.
Yeah.
So this is what, if you get the picture up there while I'm doing this, they can see what it looks like. It's a pretty color. But the keywords is calming and truth and communication. The energy, it brings peace. Oh, shoot, don't do that to me. It brings peace and calm to the mind and heart. The turquoise blue stone is also known as the peacemaker. Ooh, every family should have one of them. Bringing a soothing energy into the space it resides, connecting the throat and the heart chakra, and it facilitates ease of honest communication. So they're saying, the people up there, they say that you should place this stone where it's busy, loud, or in cramped spaces in your home. It will benefit from the calming energy. Set this aqua colored stone in any room that needs like a breath of fresh air, like a lake rushing river. It's moving energy. It's what it's doing. And it's always moving energetically. So wherever you place it, it's going to keep things moving and not get stagnant or caught in a corner or something. So you could have that in every room in the house if you wanted to, but definitely put it where you have a lot of busy things going on or loud things going on, or where you just have a cramp where everything's maybe in one room, like our office. We got a lot of cramped stuff in here. So that would be a good thing to put in our office, but that's what that goes for. And the affirmation to go with that is, I was kind of being funny today. It's not serious, but anyway, whatever life throws at you, duck and let it hit somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my other thing to say today.
Wendy says it's a great day harvesting a few things for dinner from my tiny garden.
Oh, cool.
Nothing like fresh cucumbers.
Oh, yeah.
And JM says, hi kids. Boy, that's a pretty stone.
It is a pretty stone. It's kind of a soft thing. It's a soft color, really. It's not like some of the stones are really vibrant and brilliant, and they're just really kind of high energy, or they hit you. Yeah. This one just is a soft stone. I think that's why it's so energetically moving.
Is it a natural stone?
I believe so.
Man-made.
No, it's not man-made. No.
Because the Amazonite. Okay, and you'd think Amazon,
Well, you would, yes, but no, it's not.
Allison likes your affirmation.
Amazonite was here before Amazon. you might say.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. So
And Debbie joined in from Texas. How are you doing, Debbie? You're almost a year in Texas now.
really?
Yeah, about another 6 more days or
Oh wow.
5 more days.
Hmm.
JM says she thinks she needs one of those stones.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think we do too. I may have to go out and get one.
Hey, you guys, if you're watching this, listening, whether you're live in person or on the archives, give us a share. Share this on the platform you're on: Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and LinkedIn.
Yeah, and hit that blue thumb on YouTube
Yep.
and
subscribe.
subscribe. That's the word I was looking
And then
for.
click on the little bell, and it'll give you a notification every time we're on.
Mm-hmm.
So give us a
Yeah.
share. I would appreciate it.
Ashley's on.
And Amy.
Happy Saturday to Amy and Ashley.
What's-
Ooh, 2 A's.
Oh, she says, what stone was it? Aquamarine. No, it was
No, Amazonite.
Yeah.
AMZONITE.
AMA. AMA.
Oh, it's AMA. I'm sorry.
Just like
AMA.
Amazon, ITE.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Amazonite.
Yeah. It's a. I mean, I really would like it when we give these updates about stones and stuff. I mean, and we're gonna have to try it too. But if people would if they have it, put it out and give us a feedback of what it did for them.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That would be fun. You could just go on the contact page on the website, psychespectrum.com, and then you could send us in and how it did or what it did. You don't have to get, really particulars. We don't need to know the private stuff, but I mean, let it know what it did. We don't want to get into your personal life. We just want to know if it helped. That would be fun.
Yeah.
To see if any of these stones, if people do them, if it does what it says it'll do.
Right.
I'm always wanting to know that kind of thing. So, and tonight is dinner. It's our Saturday night dinner. So we'll be going to Puerto Vallarta here in Federal Way at the Crossroads for the people that are able to make it, and a peach milkshake. Peach milkshake. I've never had a peach milkshake.
Chick-fil-A.
I never had a peach milk. I'm just reading what Debbie wrote. She said she had a peach milkshake. But anyway, so if you have time to get there tonight, it's at 5:00 and it's in the Crossroads in Federal Way. You'll be able to find it. And it's also, I believe you have the address on the
Right on the website.
On the website. Yep. So
right on the first page.
JM says I'll put Amazonite where the puppies are. Well, it'll keep the energy moving. It might make them a little hyper. I don't know. It shouldn't. It should calm them down, but you never know. Yeah. A peach milkshake. Yeah. Heidi wants to know if it was good. Was it? I mean, I've never ever. Have you ever heard of a peach milkshake?
No.
I've heard strawberry, blackberry, blueberry. Never peach. That's kind of cool. Oh, next will come the apricot milkshake.
Yeah, that's true.
Or the plum milkshake. Yeah, it was good. Okay, Debbie says nummy. So, well, that's good to know. So if anybody is curious, go to Chick-fil-A and I guess you can get at least, well, maybe not here. I guess they're in Texas. I don't know if they'd have it here or not, but you could check it out. Yeah.
I want to do something.
So that takes care of the, as I call it, housekeeping.
I want to share a picture here, the screen of our website.
Oh.
I want people to
I actually have had a comment where a lady said that it was much easier to read, so you must have changed some things.
Yeah.
Because Skip is our webmaster. He's you're the one to blame for everything.
But this is the home page, okay? Right there.
All right.
See, you start out at the top and you just scroll down and everything we do is right there. And if you want more information about it, you click on it. Like, let's say you want to go to the Psychic Showcase page. You just click on it. There it is.
Well, look at that.
And you can go back to the home page. You want to go UFO watching. There it is. The dates are announced.
I like that Sasquatch.
Yeah. Oh, that one.
That was cute.
Yeah, we watch.
They're looking at us. Yeah.
He's watching you. So anyhow, that tells you what to do, everything you need to know. But it's all listed right there on the front page of our website. And right there is the dinner we're talking about tonight. That right there. Puerto Vallarta restaurant in Federal Way. If you're local, come on over and have dinner with us at 5:00.
And that's the only thing on there that they do not have to go onto the contact page and say I'm coming.
Just show up.
Yeah. You can show up for the dinners, but everything else we have to have a contact so that in case the weather changes or something happens, we can call you and say it's not a go. So
that's right.
So
And-
that, I mean, it's not that we need things. It's just that that's a way of connecting with you to let you know, don't go up there because we ain't there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see here, this part, we have over 20 events that Sha'ron and I do every month for you to learn from. Number one, experience it, and you can also attend almost every one of them from wherever you are on any device because we broadcast them live online.
This is true.
And we got free downloads. Check that out.
Woohoo! I didn't know we had that.
Yeah, watch. Here's what's on there.
What's on there?
There's your August important dates.
Oh,
Shout out report. That was an interview that we did.
oh, cool.
Simple guide to crystal shapes.
Hmm,
Really easy.
I remember that.
How to get the maximum days off in 2024 off of work. It really does work.
Well, I suppose it would. Yeah,
I did it for years.
I didn't know that was on there.
Moon cycles, birth moon phases, scientific definition of the metaphysical. This is another interview that we did with a magazine in Europe, Mystic Mag,
Hmm.
and how to grid your home with crystals.
Wow.
That you created.
There's
that.
some real information on there.
A lot. A
Wow.
lot.
That's cool. I didn't know you did
So-
all that. Okay.
So,
So,
Amy, oh,
go ahead. If you want to read
no,
it.
Amy says, I have a piece of moldavite I purchased from your shop a couple
Mhm.
years ago.
Yes, and it's worth probably more now than
Oh,
it was then.
Yes.
So
What-
hang on to that, baby.
Whatever you paid, Amy, it's probably worth 3 times that easily.
A couple of years ago? Yeah, maybe.
In the last 4 years, it has
Yeah,
almost
it's-
quadrupled.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Jessica's here
From
in
Summit.
from Summit, Washington. And
Mhm.
Amy again says, started collecting crystals 2 years ago when I was at the Psychic Showcase. Thanks for coming. Hope to see you again. And Doug gave me a quartz.
Oh, yeah.
Doug is one of our readers. He's an astrologer as well. Very good astrologer, one of the best. And that's cool. That's
Mhm.
cool. So, and you know, quartz is all about communication and clearing and amplifying. So
Yeah.
it was the proper thing to give. I like it.
And Jana is
Oh,
with
and
us.
Jan is on.
So that's
Oh,
cool.
JM says your website's super easy to navigate.
Oh, good. Thanks. Because I wonder, I used to get people, I can't find it. I can't find this. I can't find that.
Yeah,
And
you did.
I fixed it. I think I got it streamlined. So
That would be nice. That would be nice. But and Denise is on. Why aren't you at work? No, I'm kidding. Doesn't she work during the week? It must be lunch hour.
this
Could
is
be.
Saturday.
Oh, it is Saturday. Okay, so I'm the stupid one.
Yeah.
Which is nothing new. I'm
I-
telling you,
I-
after the surgeries, I think that anesthesia, it's not quite out of my body yet.
No,
Because there
it
are
takes a
times
while.
I cannot think of something and I go, what is going on? But
I had to think for a minute if it was what day it
yeah,
was.
I know. Allison says I still haven't found the keys to my gun cabinet. Oh my goodness. Darn
In
it.
case of emergency, break glass.
I don't know. Remember, we told her to look at several
Yeah.
places or something, but she still hasn't found it. Well, we have a friend, Angela. I don't know if she's listening or not, but she's been looking a year for her keys, her car keys. She hasn't found them yet either.
But she hasn't gone over everything
No,
that we told her
no,
to look through.
No, because
'Cause
she
she moved.
Yeah, she moved.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I find that kind of interesting.
JM says that she bought a piece of moldavite from our store, our online store,
Uh-huh.
and she carries it in her pocket every day.
Ah,
That's cool.
that's cool. It's a good thing to do. There again, I had something to say and it just. What were you talking about right before JM? You
Mm,
can't remember.
oh, the website, and I made it streamlined it.
Yeah, no, it was after that. If it comes back, it comes back. It was just something to.
Allison says my room is such a mess. I know it's there somewhere in that little box you were telling me about.
Oh, I know what it was. Thank you for reading that. Well, this is Mercury retrograde.
Yes.
We're 5 days into the 21-day cycle,
And it's going
and-
to get worse.
and it could be that it could come back to you during this 21-day cycle because Mercury retrogrades are like that.
That's right.
Things-
If you look.
Things and people and
Hmm.
well, you never know. You might put well, usually you have to know where you lost it at, but you could put a pair of scissors, open them up and put them upside down in the windowsill of that room that you say is so messy, and it might come back to you.
Hmm.
I know that sounds crazy, but it actually works.
That's right. Yeah, if you Janice says YouTube's a better platform. If you watch the show live or any streaming show in there and they do it through YouTube, that is the most stable platform. Because they take if one of you or the broadcaster's internet buffers for a minute, YouTube takes it and it speeds it up or puts it back together. I'm saying it in simple terms. Anyhow, it fixes it. So you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Much. But Debbie says, ha 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 ha, I'm not the only one who forgets in mid sentence.
Yeah, but I got an excuse, Debbie. I had anesthesia for 4 hours. I mean,
4.
it was at least 4.
You had it for almost 7 hours.
Well, I mean, the surgery itself.
7 hours.
That wasn't 7. Is that 7 hours?
I was in the waiting room.
Well, I wouldn't know. I wasn't really there. I was sleeping. Anyway. Pink Cloud 9 vodcast. Is that a...
No. Pink Cloud 9 vodcast. Anything and everything.
Oh, I see. That's something. Oh, I got you. Okay.
Well, thanks for joining in.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
She subscribed, liked, and shared.
Oh, cool. Thank you so much. I wasn't sure what that was in the beginning. I hadn't seen that. Jeannie's on. Says, oh my. Hi from Jeannie. Having trouble.
I didn't move it.
Having troubles with my intuition. Been hacked twice this.
Wow.
I can't read it.
Move it.
Keep your hand off of it then.
Look, new things come in, it moves up.
Okay. Oh, I'll take that. Anyway, she says, having trouble with my intuition, been hacked twice this week. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's getting bad, hacking. It really is. I mean, there's some weeks we're on here and it's just boom, 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 and then you got to take them all off. And why are you having trouble with your intuition, Jeannie? Are you questioning yourself? What's the issue? We may have to talk tonight if you're coming to dinner.
What you need to do is redo all of your passwords, make them really difficult or longer. Like I know somebody's password that used to work for me that said that their password was the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog.
That's
pound 1, and that was their password. So,
well, anyway, be prepared because that kind of thing happens during Mercury retrograde. It's a 21-day cycle. You're 1 week in the shadow before, 1 week in the shadow afterwards, I believe. And the 21 days is the most important for me. It seems like the shadows don't do that much to me, but the actual 21-day event does. But that's just me. It affects everybody different. So, Jeannie says I should know better going to CXL Facebook today. Oh, is that what that means? CXL means kids? I didn't know.
Jen says it's good to see you, Sha'ron. I'm happy to see you feeling better and well enough to do the radio show.
I know, me too. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been a long haul. 4 months.
Yeah.
And I only got another 14 months to go for a year and a half, 18 months.
Yeah. Well, you're in your 5th month now.
No. May, June, July, August, 4th month.
Oh, yeah, you got to finish August.
Yeah.
Middle of it.
Yeah. So Jessica says, dang, that's a heck of a password. I could remember that if I had to do that. I couldn't.
And there, I mean, I've seen other ones that are even longer.
Holy cow.
I'll say, I told people, log in and let me check your computer. And they did. And it's like they kept typing and typing and typing. They got in.
typing. See, I couldn't do that. I'd have to write that down. I couldn't remember that whole thing.
And
which I find funny. Skip, after his motorcycle accident, had short-term memory loss. So I find that funny in a way that you can remember that password. You can't remember what happened at 10 o'clock this morning.
I know. But another one this person did, type in your password. My password is typed in, #1.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it takes imagination.
Yeah, things people won't figure out.
Wow. It's a sad world we live in.
Uh-huh.
Really, I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know whether it's because technology has made it so they can. I suppose that's some of it. But I mean, I don't know. I get so depressed sometimes.
Today's the 10th of
I need the Amazonite. Yeah, today's the 10th of August. Yes, it is. And as Debbie said, watch the meteor shower Sunday night. Look north after midnight.
Yeah.
Hey, we ought to go up to our UFO place and look. could see showers.
Sunday night, you can't. You're gonna have the kids. With
Oh,
us.
we'll have the kids. Yeah,
Grandkids
never
are gonna
mind.
stay with us.
Yeah, after a long wait, they're finally coming over this weekend. I couldn't have them for a while, so we're going to try it this weekend and see how it goes. So other than that, I guess we're down to questions. Correct?
Questions,
Or
yeah.
do you have something you want to? I don't know what
Nope,
you had scheduled. Anything?
nope. Our first question here is right here
Okay.
from Pink Cloud 9.
Now, if you hear a dog barking in the background, that's Bambi, who I just said is a good dog. Doesn't have to be put away.
It's our Chihuahua. Yeah. Normally we put her in her little crate in the.
Yeah, but I thought, she's doing good.
Yeah,
But
she's
anyway.
pretty quiet.
Yeah, except now.
Unless somebody's in the yard.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Pink Cloud 9 vodcast. What is a vodcast?
Video
Oh.
broadcast. What you're doing right now.
Well, I'll be darned.
She talks about anything
I'm
and everything.
I'm very technically challenged.
And it's on
I don't
YouTube,
know about
so
this
people
new
can
stuff.
check it out if they want to.
That's why I have Skip. He knows all that stuff, so I just ask him.
So her question.
Where is it?
Right there.
Oh, how do I find my authentic self? Who says you lost it? Maybe you are, and you just don't think that's what you should be. Think about that.
Yeah. But I say that if you think you're not living in your authentic self, then I think you need to slow things down, do some, maybe some meditations, or I hate meditations, but
some people can do it and some can't. Our
Right.
minds don't quit enough to do it.
I say slow it down and just start thinking about how you are doing what you do. And there's a lot of people have in the metaphysical world, they have these elaborate things they do. Some of them sit there and they tap their hands and do this and make and
It works
if that's
for
what they
them.
do it. But
Mhm.
the easiest way to do it is slow yourself down to where you're almost doing nothing, and just sit there and be and think about how you do what you do.
I think one of the things people get confused with when it comes to meditation is there's different kinds. At least the way this is my interpretation of meditation. Okay. There's the kind that you just talked about. And I do believe you should be by yourself when you're doing this, but just sitting and reading a book, or sitting and listening to music, or sitting and playing a game, anything gets your mind quiet to where you're not thinking about the world, or going outside, just sitting with, and listening to the birds and look at the trees and the ground. Just, it's just becoming one with the universe.
Yeah.
And that's when messages can come through. I don't think you have to do, unless you're just into that, do the guru type thing where you're sitting with your legs crossed, and
Yeah.
I mean, it works great for people that want to do it, but I just can't do that. So
Yeah.
to me, my best meditative state to calm myself down and really start channeling in is to either play a game on my phone, or I listen to music. Music is a really good one. That's a cool one. So not only do you have to find what style works for you, you have to, for her to say, find my authentic self, what does she think her authentic self is that she isn't?
Right.
I mean, you have to fine tune this a little bit. You write down what you think your authentic self would be, and then check off what you're not doing that would create that, and see, you might be surprised you might be doing it already. So, don't let people, I don't know if people have told you that, maybe it's just you, but don't let people think you need to do this or that. Just be you. That's your authentic self, be true to yourself. That's the best advice we can give.
Right.
I mean, you can read books till you're
and do practices and things,
Yeah.
and exercises at it.
It's going back to square one and saying, who was it that asked that?
Pink Cloud.
Pink Cloud. Okay, I'm going to call you Pink Cloud because I don't know your name. But anyway, so it just comes back to, what does Pink Cloud believe in? What does Pink Cloud want to do in her lifetime? What will she accept? What will she not accept? How does she want the world to perceive her, as well as when she looks in the mirror, how does she want to perceive herself? It's a lot of self work, but it doesn't take all that long when you start looking in the mirror and asking the hard questions and saying, you're worth it. you know, and just say, what'll make me happy? And see if you're doing it. If not, you might want to think about it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's really simple. People think they have to do a lot of, and people take their own routes to get wherever they go.
There's all different
but
ways to get there.
You don't have to make it complicated.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So, there
And
was,
I gotta say one more thing. When people find their authentic self, they figure out that all their life they've been trying to please others or make others happy or do what others thought they should do. When you do your authentic self, you realize, I count too. So it's okay to not do this or do that and not feel bad about it. No one should be able to make you feel that you did or didn't do something right or wrong.
look who joined in.
Oh, Jane's on
Jane
from across the pond.
Yep, over in the UK. How you doing, Jane? What's about 9 or 10 there?
Oh,
They're
wow.
at night
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
right. Yeah.
I'm glad you joined in. I thought
Yeah.
about you the other day.
Mercury's retrograde. Jane's back.
That's right. I hope you're doing well, both of you.
Yeah, I hope you are.
Here's a question.
I don't know if Dorothy's listening, but she's been on my mind lately. Dorothy, I really hope she went to the doctor. I do. I'm wondering about that.
Jessica says, I haven't been hacked much, but I get letters from different companies that my info is included in data breaches all the time, 17 a year, roughly. I get them too, and I fill them out. And every so often I get checks.
Yeah.
So they're usually real, especially if they come from an actual law firm that you can check on.
Because I guess Capital One's got one now.
Yeah.
We got to check into all that stuff.
I'm on it already.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Both of us are.
Hey, Raymond Lawson.
Yes.
He's new.
I'm new here. Will I get Raymond? Hi. Where are you at, Raymond? You look like you're I don't know. I'm gonna guess.
I like his energy.
Redmond or Bellevue or possibly something. It reminds me of that or Redondo, California.
Really?
That's probably not where he's at, but it's just the feeling I get. Anyhow, he says he's new and will I get my house and I'm feeling depressed. Can you tell me why?
Well, a lot of it's for the depression. A lot of us are depressed. It's the energies and what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
And the planets are doing their thing. I'm not an astrologer, but I do believe in the fact, because I've witnessed it, that when certain planets are doing certain things up there, or there's 2 or 3 aligned or whatever, it does affect us. Yeah. And the moon, since we're 98% water, can't remember. 98% water. The moon, the tides. We are like the tides that go in and out. So, if the moon can affect us, why can't the other planets? That's the way that I look at it.
He's from Maine.
Maine. Mm-hmm. Oh, I want to go there someday and see those trees in the fall. I really do. I can't eat the lobster, but
I'll eat the lobster.
Yeah, you eat the lobster. I'll look at the color of the trees. But I think that's one reason. I mean, there's zillions of reasons, but I really believe that what we're going through in this world and the planets and all that, I really think it's affecting us.
What's going on in the world, even just the people you're near, Raymond, even if you don't talk to them, you can pick up on their energy. If there's a overshadowing energy in an area, we pick that up.
That's true.
And I think that it's like you said, it's who you're around, what's going on.
Yeah.
And I think you're picking that up.
And
you're feeling it.
I don't know if he is or not. He would probably know, but he could be very empathic.
He is.
So he's picking up all kinds of stuff from all places. I mean, I don't know if when you go to a shopping mall or the grocery store or wherever and you leave, aren't you just exhausted because you've picked up everybody else's crap?
Right.
So you have to learn to kind of protect yourself and clear it once in a while.
But his question also, will I get my new house? Something tells me that if you get it, if you're going to get a new house. However, I'm going to say that there's extra that you have to do. So like if they say, okay, you're approved, but you got to come in and get this paper and prove this or that, or have somebody sign this, but there's just another step that you have to do. And I do think you're going to get a new house. Yeah.
I don't think it's going to boom. It's there. I think it's ways out. It's like, I'm like you. I think he's got to jump through some hoops first. Right. But I think eventually, you will have the opportunity if you still want it. Yeah, I do. I think it'll be before the end of the year.
Yeah,
I do. And
hey, Raymond's the first person we've ever had from Maine.
No, really?
Yeah.
Well, welcome.
We've had almost every state on air with us, but
I
I don't remember a Maine.
I don't know. I remember the time. Remember when I was going to get a map and put little pinpoints
Mhm.
on it, but I never got that done.
Well, it's not too late.
I have a lot of good ideas. They're just not.
Heidi's got
They
a
don't
question.
get done. Oh, okay, Heidi.
I'll
What you
put
got?
it on the screen.
Okay.
Dollar General's asking me to work for them. HEB has not called me. I'm keeping my 5-day-a-week part-time caregiving job too. Will I really like Dollar General if I work for them 2 days a week? And how long will my employment at Dollar General last? Well, first of all, if you go to Dollar General, it'll last you as long as you want. They will keep you, period. And will you really like Dollar General? Yeah, because it'll break up everything else as monotony in your things that you do. So I'm going to say, yeah, you will like it. And my recommendation, my psychic hit is that you should take Dollar General, and you'll have it as long as you want. Will you get bored? You will not get bored because you're at Dollar General. It will break up the boredom of the rest of the work world around you.
Oh, because there'll be people.
And
Probably.
challenges, fast
Yeah.
moving.
I agree with you. It's a good thing. I'm just worried about this person having burnout
Mhm.
because that can get really. You're such a giving person that you don't always remember to take care of yourself, and so I don't want you to get burnout because it's
Mhm.
going to affect you in your part-time caregiving job because you're not going to have the patience and the
Right.
to go with it. So
Jane says it's 9:30 in the UK right now.
oh wow! So that makes
So,
it's 1:30 here. So it's eight hours. 8
difference.
hours. Okay,
I thought it was 9.
I did too.
Well, that's not bad. 8:30.
Yeah. So
Crystal.
well, Jane says hope you're both hope we're both well. Yeah, well we are. You got your cataracts done in both eyes. I've got
Yep.
my back surgery done. We're going forward, and I think it's going to be really good from here on out.
Crystal. She says, I was wondering if I should apply for another post office job west of Snoqualmie.
Is that close to where she lives?
No.
Oh, that's
She's
what I thought.
in northeast,
Yeah.
most northeast Washington you can be.
Wow, that'd be a long drive.
If you want some new adventure, some changes, if you applied, I do believe you would get a job with the post office, given your prior background. And I honestly think that it might be a good thing for you to take a second look at.
Yeah.
It's up to you, obviously, the ultimate decision.
Yeah.
But I would take a look at everything that's there. And then the biggest thing is, where will you live? That's what you'll have to figure out before you take the job. But I would apply and let them offer.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to apply. You don't have to take it.
And then you can take it and wonder from there.
And really, the other questions can't be answered until they offer her the job,
right?
Because then she needs to not understand. She needs to then figure out where do I want to live? Do I want to take that trek? So
got to get. I think a change would be good. So,
yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
Look who said hi.
Yeah, Valerie. Hi.
Valerie's with us.
Yeah. Ashley, any messages for me this weekend? I've been feeling down this past week and not sure why, but staying positive. Yeah, a lot of us are feeling down.
There's a lot of people saying that.
Yeah, but Mercury retrograde might have something to do with it too, just bringing it back a whole bunch of stuff, So I say lay low if you have to, do things that make you happy, and if that means you sit and do nothing or twiddle your thumbs, do it. Because this too will pass.
Yeah.
Heidi says, true, I don't take care of myself much. Yes, that is so true, Heidi. And you need to do that because you're going to get burnout.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Raymond has another question.
Okay.
He says, will my grandson of my deed, will I get my grandson of my deed with any problems? I'm not sure what
I don't understand that question.
You might need to retype that. Will I get my grandson of my deed off my deed with any problems?
You think that's what it is?
I'm not sure, Raymond. Why don't you retype that, if you will, a little more clearer?
Yeah, just to make sure we get the question correct.
Allison, I very rarely see a cardinal. About 3 weeks ago when I was driving one One flew right in front of me across the road. Did Spirit send that, or was that just a coincidence?
There is no coincidences, and that was a loved one letting you know that they are around you. They say when you see a cardinal that that's a loved one that's
Yeah.
passed over. Yes.
And you know, I was driving the other day and I saw a bat
Yeah.
in the daylight, broad daylight. This bat flying like bats do. They, you know, how they kind of hop as they fly. This little sucker flew in front of my windshield. The light changed. I started driving at the same time, and he stayed with me the whole time, going up and down, flying forward. All of a sudden, he turned off to the left. He went like a half a block. And so I came home and I told her, and we looked it up. She looked it up, and bats have a meaning too.
Oh yeah, everything. Most animals or insects, anything has a meaning, and when they come around you, they represent something. And if you see them more than once, you better pay attention.
Crystal, you're welcome. Thanks for asking. Valerie says, any moving somewhere in my future, living on the west side at the moment. You know, Valerie, I don't mean this in a bad way, so don't take it that way, but if you got busy and put yourself into this, you could create this move within a month and a half to 2 months. Apply yourself, I guess, is a better word.
Yeah, I agree.
Almost like you used to be. So I hope that makes sense. But like because I hear the words like you used to be.
My cord's coming apart.
So I would say get busy on it, and I think you could definitely pull that off.
I think she's like everybody else at this point. You feel like you're just going around in a circle, you know, and you need to somehow, when the opening appears, step off that thing like a merry-go-round. Step off and go in another direction. I know it's easier said than done, but it's not that hard once you make your mind up.
Here's a question from Heidi. I'm going to apply for a booth at the Wimberley Holistic Fair on October 5th and 6th, doing moon chart readings.
Cool.
Will I do well and get astrology students from it? The moon chart readings, yes, you will do A-okay on that. But astrology students, a few.
Yeah, I don't see a 20 people classroom. No. But then small groups are really cool. That's one-on-one. You can really get into things.
Yeah.
But moon chart readings are different than astrology readings, and so I can see where there would be a call for that. You'll probably do well at the fair. Yeah.
I pay attention to moon chart things that I get on the internet, and there's two in particular that I regularly use. Heidi says the bat is a sacred animal of the goddess Persephone. She is queen of the underworld, land of the dead. That's in some beliefs. Yeah. Yeah. It is, and I've read that before. Here, Raymond. He says,
what do you think it meant to you thinking that?
With what she said? The only thing that really rang home to me was the name Persephone, because I retired from the telephone company, and then I went to work and retired from the state. So the phone but I don't deal with the underworld.
Yeah, we don't deal with the underworld.
Raymond, he retyped it. He says,
that could be why it flew off. It was only there for half a block because the white light
couldn't handle me.
Well, the white light wouldn't let it in. Yeah.
He says, will I have any hurdles getting my loan because he is on my deed? I get it.
Oh. That's totally different than what you were thinking. I'll tell you that.
No, I don't think you will. And that might be where you might have to remove him to get the loan, and then
some kind of proof,
re-add him if you want to, or something like that. But I don't think it causes a real problem. That might be the extra step that I saw. So
could be. Valerie says, thank you so much. I know where I need to be, and you're right. I can make this. You can. It's just a matter of taking that first step.
Valerie, you can do this in a heartbeat, like boom. All you got to do is just think about how you did things before you moved to Alaska.
Alaska was a side trip.
Yeah.
You know, it was a learning lesson. It was you had to go there to learn it.
Yeah.
Now you've learned it, put it where it belongs and say, okay, I'm done with that. Let's move on.
Heidi says small groups are better. 4 students is
Yeah.
what I want. And you
might get 2 to 4.
and
Yeah.
I saw 3.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. I knew
So-
it was going to be but small groups are great. I like small groups.
And Heidi, I want you to consider this. Have someone in your booth who can talk about signing up the people for the readings on the schedule. Like if you take a half an hour with each person, every half hour somebody can put their name in, but you need to have someone there doing it for you.
It's a lot easier.
And a huge thing, big aid, but also you need to have that person talking about the classes, and don't you need to have some kind of written thing or advertisement out there. And
About where? At the booth?
at the booth, that people can see that
Mhm.
you're doing moon readings and you're doing setting up the class schedule.
I know a lot of people will probably say, what is a moon reading? So if she could have a brief explanation of that, it will save her a lot of time and trouble.
Sure.
Because then they'll say, that sounds interesting. Maybe I'll do that.
Mhm.
Because people that don't know what it is, they'll say, I don't know if I want to do that or not. And they'll just walk on by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allison says, I figured it was a loved one. Any idea who, male or female?
I think it's female. Because when we all talked about it prior to that question, a female came to my mind. And it just feels like either a grandmother or a motherly figure. It's that type of female, someone that wasn't that far away. You were connected to it, and it's just there checking in on you and letting you know that they're okay.
Jaws 8475 says it's not Persephone, it's Persephone.
Oh,
I've heard it pronounced both ways. Actually, I heard it
well.
on TV. What's his name? George Norrie said it. They were talking about that.
Now, does he know how to pronounce
And
it?
apparently not.
Well, maybe that's what he heard too, and he said it that way. Who
Because I
knows?
said Persephone, and that's the way he pronounced
But
it.
where you get phone is, it's PH. You're right. Okay,
Yeah.
or PO.
So-
yeah, whatever. Yeah,
But
I
thanks
got
for
it.
clearing
Yeah,
that up.
thanks for clearing that up.
Heidi.
Heidi.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, clip it up. Go ahead, read it.
Kitty, my sister, will help me, she said, and she is trying to get me students too. Good.
There you go.
Good. Go to metaphysical stores and talk about what you're trying to accomplish. Ask if you can leave a flyer. A lot of them won't, they'll say, yeah, and the minute you leave, they'll throw them away. But, there might be some out there that would help her.
Should I tell the little tricks that we did?
No.
Okay. All right.
No, it's confusing.
Okay.
I'd rather you didn't. Jane says, I am awaiting some blood test results. Do you think I'll get good news?
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be terribly bad.
Right.
There may be something you got to correct or something you got to watch. Doesn't feel, to me, it doesn't feel terrible, but it is something you'll probably have to take note of and maybe
Right.
change something or add something or whatever. So that I think you'll get some information from the blood test results too.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Denise says, will Heidi be doing any in our area? Heidi, where are you located?
I don't know.
I don't think she's in our area.
I don't know.
What was the name of the place? Persephone.
Wimberley Holistic Fair.
Wimberley Holistic. Here, I'll put
I
it up
just
so
said
they
it.
can look it up.
Wimberley Holistic Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have no idea what that is. Sounds like it might be Canadian, maybe, huh?
She's in Texas.
Oh, it takes. Well, I'm off
Blanco,
the chart.
Texas.
Well,
Now, Blanco is white, right?
yes.
She's
Yes.
in White, Texas.
Yeah.
Debbie is in Copperas Cove, Texas.
Yeah. And she does astrology.
Yes.
So that'd be kind of different if the two of them got together and did. That'd be something, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
astrology.
That'd
and
be the
moon
whole
astrology.
banana, Yeah, so I guess not in this area, Denise. Although, Heidi, you might want to think about too, you could always do a podcast, a classroom Zoom. Think about that.
That's funny because who'd you say that to?
Denise.
Oh,
I said Denise that Heidi. Well, I said to Heidi that she could do it. Then Denise could, if she wanted to, join in.
And see, this is here. This is from Heidi.
Oh, okay.
Last question, I promise. Maybe. LOL. Would I be doing would I do well doing a YouTube channel for live monthly new moon readings for people?
I think to get practice and to get really honed in on your craft, if you're not already, that would be great. But if you want to, I wouldn't make that the only way that you reach out to people, because at some point you'd like to make some kind of living at it,
Yep.
and you can't do that always giving away things for free. But they're a good way to get attention. They're a good way to get the word out there that you do them and what it's about, and then you're gonna have to take it from there.
Heidi, if you go to YouTube and do that, you'll just be doing YouTube. If you go to
Yeah.
Facebook, you'll be doing Facebook. What you need to look up how to get a platform where you can broadcast on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or X, all these 5 or 6 of them at a time, and then you'll have more people in the audience. And
Yeah,
like,
and you may have to grow it,
right,
but every
sure.
week, and when they share it and when they see it and word of mouth, it's going to grow.
Mhm.
So
But like we do, we
But there's nothing-
broadcast on 5 places
but
at
there's
one
nothing
time.
wrong with giving free moon readings to
No.
get people to understand what they're like and what they do. But I wouldn't make that my only
Right.
connection with people.
Right.
Yeah.
And Jessica says, anything new coming in for me? Do you see my energy levels boosting at all? I'm very tired lately. Everybody's saying that,
Yeah.
Jessica. Everybody is saying it.
But
That they're tired, they're feel depressed.
yeah. Well, and that's because of everything. Think of all that's going on. That's nothing but negative energy out there.
Yeah.
And the whole world is covered by it at this point, which is sad. But hopefully, it will disperse and we'll get back to normal. But it's going to be a while.
Remember the movie Ghost Hunter? What's that one? Oh shoot, Ghostbusters. Where in New York the cloud came over and the whole city got angry. That's kind of like representative of what we're saying. It's people are just feeling the energy that's going on, and I've got to say it's going to get worse.
Thank you.
Buckle your seatbelt, kids.
Well, and if you think about it, and then I'll get off my soapbox. But if you think about it, what's going on all over the world as well as here in the U.S., hate is the main thing out there. And hate is nothing but negative energy. I don't care what your beliefs are or who you're for or whatever else. It's all about hate. Right. And we need to it needs to flip-flop and come back to love instead of hate, because everybody has their own way of doing things, and you can still love them. You may not agree with them, but you can love them.
That's right.
That's the hate just got to stop. That's all there is to it.
When is the vote? When do we vote?
November something.
November what?
4th, maybe? I don't know.
Because
why? What's that got to do with anything?
Because we'll go through another Mercury retrograde on November 25th.
Yeah, no, we vote before that.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Because there's a lot of crap going on, kids.
Plus, you've got to remember, now we're in Mercury retrograde. I mean, in my view, that just brings back things that you got to deal with again. So if you deal with them again, that means you probably didn't do what you should have done the first time, or you got another shot to make it right, which means there's negativity coming back in too,
But her question, do you see my energy levels boosting at all?
Okay, I'm going to tell you what I'm getting. I think you need some B12 or vitamin C, whatever, but we're not doctors and we can't prescribe. My best thing that I could say to you is to make sure, because I'm all about the worldly world as well as the metaphysical world. I go to a doctor and get a good blood workup and see what's going on. And if everything's okay in the blood world, then I would think, okay, what am I dealing with that's got me so down and depressed? And see if you can kind of change it a little bit.
I think also that, and this sounds weird because I hate doing it, but exercise, getting out, it doesn't mean go exercise. It means just being more active outside.
It looks like she has children though, so I would think she's got activity.
Oh yeah. But the same activity.
But is this activity because it's something you have to do, or is it activity because you're enjoying yourself, like out walking or going to see friends and, that kind of thing? I mean, you need to look at the world you're in and what you're dealing with on a daily basis, but I'd go get that blood work up just to be safe. I really would. So why, did we get a hacker?
Yeah, I blocked her.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't see it. Okay, Debbie. Are you going to leave it there or flip it up? What are you going to do?
Oh, you gotta go to. Do we do Heidi?
Yeah, you did. Yes.
Okay, Debbie, you read it.
My friend Rochelle has 2 biopsies and has been told they are abnormal. I have told her before she needs to be staying out of the sun. Do the biopsies feel concerning to you? I think if she don't pay attention, yeah, it very well could manifest into something else. Yeah. I would pay attention. If she needs to stay out of the sun, stay out of the sun. And she needs to pay attention to what the doctors tell her and do what they tell her. But she does have free will and free choice. And so she may say, but that's her. And you can't feel bad about that because that's what she wants. But I would feel concerned.
I see something when I look at this, a skin, and a spot on the skin or a blotch, whatever you want to call it. I see something underneath between the blotch and the skin, and it's slowly bubbling and boiling.
You mean
and
between the first and second layer of the skin?
It's just symbolic of
something brewing.
There's something brewing. Stay out of the sun.
And that also means if it's between your first and second layer, probably means she has a good chance of taking care of it if she does it now, because it hasn't gone below into the third layer of skin. Yeah. I
want to say precancerous, but not far off if she doesn't take care of it.
Yeah, and I would think the doctors probably have told her that.
Mm-hmm.
I would think. But I think you have a right to be concerned. Yeah, and you can keep on supporting and talking, but if she don't want to hear it, she ain't gonna.
Yep.
Because she is stubborn.
And here's one. We're almost out of time here.
Yeah, we are.
Let's make this our last question.
Okay.
Does my person have feelings for me? Yes.
I don't know who the person is. I would have to know the name. I can't get
the first name.
I can't sense anything till I get a first name.
I think, is this my soulmate? No, but this person has feelings for you, and it's not a soulmate.
What do you consider a soulmate? I mean, people get those confused.
You come into this lifetime to go through and experience the same things together. So that's a soulmate.
Okay.
But
if you give me the first name, I can.
If you want to give us the first name
of the person. Yeah. But anyway, so let's move on to see if we get that.
Okay. I have blood work in 6 weeks. My last blood work was done at the end of December, which came back with high cholesterol, low vitamin D, and I'm A1C is 9.1. The doctor did my A1C, and that was down to 8.7. Still way too high.
Yeah, it should be under 6. 6 or under, right?
Yep. Can I tell her what I did?
In a minute. Low vitamin D, though, she could take a D3 supplement, and that would make you feel less tired, probably. Yeah. Just saying. But I'm not a doctor and I can't prescribe. But I did take vitamin D because I was low too. It did make me feel better. Go ahead.
Okay. We're not doctors. We can't diagnose and can't prescribe. But I'm going to tell you what we know. We'll tell you what we know. And one thing that I personally did, my good cholesterol was not good. It was it was in the wrong range or the wrong side of the range. And there's a lady online, if you want to go to YouTube and type in Dr. Barbara O'Neill and watch her videos. She's not a doctor. She's a nutritionist and something else. Anyhow, this lady's got a whole lot of stuff figured out. So I did what she said to do for the problem that I was having with the good cholesterol being bad. And I put heavy pepper on everything. And I went to the doctor 3 months later. She did my blood work and she said, "What did you do to get your cholesterol so good?" And I said, "Well, you won't believe it if I tell you." And I told her Dr. Barbara O'Neill, YouTube. And she was like, yeah, okay. And I did the pepper. I mean, I put pepper heavily. Anything I ate had pepper.
Can you get pepper in a pill form?
I don't know. I don't
remember you sharing that with me. You might have, but I don't remember it. But that's good. Michelle says, hello. You got here late. Yes, you did. But you're in time for the jokes.
Yeah. Let's
but I mean, thank you for all the questions, you guys. I love that. I love questions. But one of the things we're trying to do is keep these podcasts down to an hour because they're so long to upload and And
Yeah.
people have lives. They don't want to sit there for an hour, 2 hours, and listen to a podcast, you know.
It's
So-
time for
let's do the
Sha'ron's Joke of the Week.
I can hardly hear that.
But it's loud out there.
Okay. Anyway, I saw this on Facebook and I thought it was just funny. But did you know that when you teach a wolf to meditate, talking about meditation, you become a werewolf? A werewolf. Also, I mean, it's Fable Day here. Well, I'm going to tell you a little fable.
A little fable?
A little fable. Once upon a time, there lived a king who was only 12 inches tall. He was a terrible king, but he made a great ruler. I like that one. And the other one lost. I kept it and I can't find it, so we're down to two jokes today.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Should I tell about Bob?
I wonder if Bob's listening. If you want to, I don't care.
Nah, we'll save it. We'll save it. We're over our time.
Well, you're getting close.
Yeah.
A couple of minutes.
Everybody, thanks for joining in. We appreciate it.
Have a great weekend. Oh, you didn't do the card.
Oh.
Well, we have to do the card first.
Okay.
We always forget that freaking card.
Here, you gotta lift that up. I shuffled them and did them all earlier when I set the whole thing up here today. So here's the theme for what's coming up for the rest of the week. Let's see if it's more depression and more negativity.
That one. Just know you're not in this all by yourself. We're all feeling that heavy energy. What is it?
Okay, this is the card. And that B in the corner, if I can get it at the right angle, you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
That B in the corner down below says that there's endings and beginnings, and it's not going to be easy. So change is coming, endings and beginnings, and we're in Mercury retrograde. So just remember that. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge.
Well,
okay.
And that's because, for the ones that may not know about Mercury retrograde, if you looked up in the sky, it's an optical illusion, but it looks like the planet's moving backwards. That's why they call it retrograde. Mechanical things won't work. You know, don't throw your toaster away or your printer. Wait till it's over 21 days or probably 16 days from now, right? Yeah. And try it again. It just might work. People you thought you will never see again come back in your life. Situations you thought you dealt with, you'll come back and have to deal with them again. Don't try not to buy anything. Don't sign your name on a contract. But if you have to, you know, double read it and dot your I's and cross your T's. So
yep,
it's not a bad thing. It's just it's irritating, but it gives you a chance to kind of go back and do things you didn't think you did the way you wanted to do it the first time, or you can see how what you did worked. And I have read, and Debbie would certainly say yes or no to this. I think she'd say yes. People that are born under Mercury retrograde probably have a really good, easy time of it. Mm-hmm. It's us people that were not born under Mercury retrograde that it affects the most.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that Forever Ray's saying.
I don't know.
I don't know what that means.
I want to say something to Jessica. It's not she.
Oh, I do know. Emmanuel. That's his first name. Emmanuel. Okay.
Whose first name?
Forever Ray Faye. She would remember. I told her to ask for the first name. Okay, let me think quick. It feels like you have had lifetimes together before. I'm not so sure they worked out in those lifetimes. Can I prove that? No, but that's what I'm feeling. And I don't think it'll be a smooth sailing. I think you'll have to work on it a little bit, but he's there for what you need right now. And if that means he leaves later, that's okay. So I'm not going to say he's your soulmate and he'll be there forever. But then again, what is forever?
I want to clear up something I said about Dr. Barbara O'Neill. She's not really a doctor. I said that before, but I call her doctor. Everybody calls her doctor. That's like when I worked at the phone company, the guys on the crew, they called me Dr. Dial Tone. Okay, I'm not a doctor, but Dr. Barbara O'Neill is not a doctor. Just look up Barbara O'Neill on YouTube.
Janice says my electric water kettle did that. I set it aside for a month and it decided to work again. Yep, that's
Yep,
how it works.
That's what happens.
Hmm. So
So
just don't give up on anything electrical till after Mercury retrograde, and that'll be over with. What the 16 days more to go. So that
pretty
would
close to the end of the month.
so it'd be the 26th, 27th,
Mhm.
somewhere in there, 28th maybe.
Hey,
Okay.
join us Tuesday,
Yes,
1
do that.
o'clock. And if you're in the area, come to dinner tonight. Look it up. It's on our website. But as our theme song says,
What a wonderful world. Love you, Daddy.
bye, guys. Have a good weekend.